All right. So here again we have the example of too little, too much, and just right, I guess. So this is Elementalist Lux firing an ability that, again, is super important to get out of the way of. And you think to yourself at first, like, hey, I can see that. It's orange, and it pops out plenty. Well, the problem is twofold. Number one, for colorblind folks out there that are watching this video right now, you may have trouble seeing it at all. Because it's so stinking subtle and faint when you start doing reds on greens. And we try to be very conscious of that. And when that happens, that we have an ability that's more reddish, we try to bump up the values. But what we don't want to do is go too ham, right? Because if you go to this extent, the real problem here is, you know, looking at this guy, the whole, oh, that track bar, so annoying. So the whole thing is pretty bright. Not just out at the leading tip, right? Not just up here, but the whole trail coming down here has pretty high value to it and also pretty high contrast. And so because of that, you don't know if you're walking along if you can run through the back of it or not. But really, once the head of the missile is passed, you don't need to worry about it anymore. You can walk through that just fine and not take any damage. But it does look like the whole trail of the missile is doing some kind of area of effect damage or something like that. So here we've got it just right. And you'll notice that there's something added in this version where there's the dark smoke wisps that come off the back of it. And these add a nice flavor to it. They add a nice contrast to boost up the head of the missile. There's a hotter core that we didn't have here on this example. There's a nice, I think that's just a simple glow ball texture added in there. And it's very readable and very clear that, you know, this is a missile that you do not want to get caught by.